303, the 2-year-old Bay Filly Golden Grove Secret Charm.
I'm here joined now with Clive Johnson, chairman of our judges. Clive, this looks to be a very exciting class.
This is a very exciting class. It's a final for 1, 2 and 3-year-old show ponies, hunter ponies or mountain and moorlands. All these ponies are champions in their own right, winning and qualifying throughout the year for the final.
And what age are they, Clive? And it's just
and the ponies have to be champion to qualify.
Well, let's have a look and see how we go.
Number 311, Dark Sacred of Green Acres. Number 312, Lambe Brian Baru. Completing our lineup is number 313, Wyndham Peaches. The champion of champions, Youngstock, sponsored by Horse Sport Ireland. Our arena is now complete, and so we're to our judge, Mrs. Anne Muller.
Start the sound. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, these combinations have qualified throughout.
Will all freestyle competitors please proceed and stand by for ring one? All freestyle competitors please proceed and stand by ring one.
These combinations have qualified throughout the Island of Ireland to be here at the championship show in
Clive, can you just tell me a bit about this class? I'm a bit of a novice when it comes to these things, but I hear you're an expert.
This class is all about promoting Irish bred ponies. As you can see, we've got a showcase of the best that have been shown this year, ranging from the quality riding pony through to the show hunter pony, and also our native breeds have been represented with the mountain moorlands. We have a Section A pony and a Section B pony qualified, which I think is wonderful as I'm a Welsh person.
That's a bit biased now.
Great to see them represented in this final.
And just tell me, like, it must be very hard because, you know, you have different ages and different types. So does the judge have a criteria, or as a judge it must be very, very difficult, basically?
Terribly difficult to judge a qualifier for something like this. These are the creme de la creme. These ponies have all been champions in their own right at qualifiers, and the lovely thing is they're all Irish bred ponies.
And that's obviously why Horse Sport Ireland are sponsoring it as well. They're getting behind, they're such a great promoter of the Irish horse in Ireland and across the world.
Absolutely, this is what it's all about, promoting the Irish bred animal.
Now, just tell me the stages. Do they have to change rein? I mean, basically, what way is the class going to go?
No, these ponies aren't judged maybe as a ridden class. They are initially judged on their walk around, an initial trot. They will be pulled in, as we can see the first pony has been. Then the judge will have a final look at them where their conformation will be assessed, their movement, their correctness, and their true to type for what they're representing. And we're very, very lucky this year to have Anne Feiler from Wales judging this. Anne is a world-renowned breeder, breeding show ponies under a very, very famous prefix, where her ponies have won Horse of the Year show and Pony of the Year on numerous occasions. But I must say, the lovely thing is the basis of her stud was on an Irish bred pony, which they bought many, many years ago. They had it very successfully produced in England, where the pony went on to win the Horse of the Year show, and she was Show Pony of the Year. And this is the basis of the Feiler stud.
Well, that's excellent. Now, I see one familiar face there. I'm sure you see very familiar faces, Sean Scallion, and he loves getting mentioned, and he's particularly fond of the camera.
Sean is one of our better known producers. He's been responsible for a lot of top ridden ponies and in-hand ponies over the years, and yes, very talented guy. And as we can see on camera tonight, he's got a very, very quality show hunter pony.
Indeed, they're all very renowned. I'm just picking Sean there because I know him, but they're all, I'm sure, very good producers, and it's going to be a tough one.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the first pony standing in the lineup, this pony is produced by Aidan Williamson, who's one of the up-and-coming young Irish producers. Does a wonderful job on his ponies, produces them beautifully, and is having a lot of success. So yes, we've got a host of leading names in this class.
And I must say they're all quite well mannered for young animals.
Well, these ponies are all very experienced. I mean, they've done the full season. Some of them, you know, the 3-year-olds have been shown probably from yearlings. So these ponies are well used to the big atmosphere.
Well, we'll let the judges take over now, and they're going to, I'm sure, very shortly pick their winner. So we'll give it back to them.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Clive.
So now Lisa Wright is our first competitor, 301, the 3-year-old Greg Elling Golden Grove Skyfall.
Now, Clive, I see the judge having a very close look. What's the process now?
Now what's happening is the ponies have had their first initial inspection by the judge. She is now pulling them forward one by one, where she is going to be inspecting their conformation close up. She'll also have a look at their movement, and this is where you can really get into the nitty-gritty of judging a pony.
So there's no insight to the placings here now. She hasn't picked any favourites and they're in the lineup in a particular order or anything like that.
Oh no, not at all. She's just, as I say, initially seen them all walk and trot, and this is where she will, as I say, find out the finer points of the pony, the correctness and the trueness to type of the pony, and this is where she will put her emphasis, where she's going to place the ponies.
Well, I have to say they all look like champions to me because they're all glittery and shiny, so it must be, she's obviously looking for certain things.
She will be looking for the truest to type and the most correct pony on this closer inspection.
And I mean that one there, that looked as though it I'm mainly into show jumping, but that looked, it had very good movement.
This pony that we've just watched going, yes, is very true to type, beautiful mover. I've actually judged this pony on several occasions and had it to win. Super type, and again, well represented and well deserved to be in this prestigious final.
So maybe I could get a job as a judge eventually. Bit of training.
I think your eye's not too bad at this stage.
Maybe I'm just lucky. Now we see one there is just a bit anxious with the mic. That won't affect it at all, will it?
Not at all. I mean, these are young ponies, so no.
We take that into account, which is good.
Absolutely. But again, Mrs. Fowler is now, as you can see, assessing the conformation. She's looking at the limbs. She's looking, is this animal, correct and true to its type? Now, next forward for the judge is the prolific producer, Sean Scallon, who is showing a show hunter pony. Again, he is now standing the pony up. Mrs. Fowler of the world-renowned Broadgrove stud is assessing its conformation. She will be looking at the pony's limbs, its feet, and its general conformation, its type, how the pony's made up. Now Mrs. Fowler will be looking at the pony, walking away from her. Is it straight? Is it correct in its walk? The pony will then turn, trot back, where she will be checking for its movement. Is it straight? Again, is it correct? Is it wide behind? Is it close behind? These are all factors that are so important in young ponies, whether or not they will go on to be ridden ponies. Again, tonight we are so lucky to have Mrs. Fowler. Her stud is world renowned. Broadgrove ponies, have won at major levels in England, with several of her homebred ponies going on to be Ridden Show Pony of the Year at the Horse of the Year show.
Number 305, the 3-year-old Bay-Road filly.
Now, the next pony we are looking at is one of the first native breeds. This is a Welsh Section A pony. which is my personal breed, so it's lovely to see them represented in the ring. This pony is being handled tonight by Michael Western, who is a leading producer and judge.
Number 305.
Again, we are watching Mrs. Filer, who's assessing this pony at walk. Now we're seeing the pony at trot, where she will again be assessing, is it straight, is it correct? This pony showing active movement, which is a characteristic of the Welsh mountain pony breed.
306 now you become.
Clive, this is a very popular show with all our IPS members, and of course shows don't happen without sponsors, and we're lucky this year, and I just want to give them all a brilliant mention and a thank you for all their help. We have TRI, we have Prime Photography who are doing all the pictures here today, Bancha House Stud, Powers, Ratbon, David Moran Racing, Mark Field, Boomerang, and Margie Hardyman, plus a few other, we have a few regions as well supporting us. So I just wanted to say a big thank you for all their help.
Oh, again, without sponsors and sponsorship, major championships like this aren't possible. So, you know, without them, we couldn't run events like this.
And of course, I forgot to mention, and it's a personal favourite of mine, is Botanica Creams. I think Sean Cooney will be here tomorrow. I use their products myself, so I have to give him
Well,
a
and
plug.
they're looking very well on them.
Thank
so
you
they
very
must-
much, Clive. Clive, I may let you go back here now to just explain a bit about this. Looks like a nice animal.
This is, again, one of our young stock to make a potential show hunter pony. We can see it's again a very quality, correct animal. We could scale this up where it would make a wonderful lightweight ridden hunter, which is exactly what we're looking for.
And is it hard to qualify?
Oh yes, terribly. I mean, you have to win your class, you have to win the championship. Certainly no mean feat. When you see the quality of what's here tonight, you can appreciate, again, how many beautiful animals to make tonight.
Next up is
And
number
I have to say, ask, how many of these go on then to be ridden and do extremely well as well? Is it a high proportion?
Well, yes. I mean, it's lovely to see the young stock and the successful in-hand ponies go on to be successful under saddle. And yes, we do have a high success rate, and especially from Ireland. I mean, we've got some incredibly well-known prefixes here tonight. We have Wyndham. The Wyndham ponies have gone on to win major titles ridden in England. You know, Royal International Horse Show, Horse of the Year Show. We've got the Lambay stud, who have gone on to be highly placed at both the Royal International and the Horse of the Year Show. We've also got the Ravara stud from the north of Ireland, whose ponies actually been showing at the moment. Their ponies have been incredibly successful, again with some of their homebred ponies going on to be highly placed at major shows in the UK.
This lady with the pony, with the second last pony there, I recognise her from some of the shows as well.
Yes, the lady you're talking about, that's Anne Grimes, that's the Lambay stud, and again, she's had tremendous success, both showing her homebred ponies here in Ireland, but also ponies that she has bred and shown successfully, who have gone on to the UK and been very successful under saddle.
And it's a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work. It's a tireless task actually, but the breeders who truly love the job are willing to put all that work in, and for them to see their animals that they've, you know, lovingly bred, cherished, nurtured, go on to the UK to be successful, that's the ultimate.
It's the ultimate goal. Well, let's have a look, see what the judges are going to do now.
Next up is number 312, qualifying from the IPS Kildare North Leinster Annual Show. Owned and bred by Anne Grimes. The yearling grey gelding is Lambe Bran Maroon. By the Sar Brook Democrat, out of the dam Brook Hall Emma Lilly. Number 312.
Now, the current pony that's been pulled out for inspection is Wyndham Peaches. This is one of Peter Barnes' exhibits, and again, Peter probably over the last decade has been the most successful Irish breeder, bringing home major accolades, including Horse of the Year show winners and Royal International winners. This particular pony I do have a personal interest in, as I have qualified it for the final. Now, this is the part of the competition that gets terribly excited. The judge has had her final inspection and close-up look at all the animals. She will come up the lineup, as she is, and have one last look at her animals.
And is now going for a second look.
Now this is where Mrs. Fowler is going to select so many ponies to come forward to her front line. She's narrowing it down.
So from the boomerang restaurant end down, we have number 301.
And the first of her finalists is Aidan Williams's Golden Grove Skyfall. This is a 3-year-old grey gelding, bred by Sarah Reimer and Claire Scott. This pony qualified at Thomastown. And as you can see, she has pulled forward the exhibit of Sean Scallons, the Section A 3-year-old filly exhibited by Mr. Michael Weston. The second to be pulled forward by the same exhibitor, the Ravara stud. So I think the judge is coming to her final decisions, and the steward shortly should be pulling forward. She's going to ask them all to walk off, but very shortly the judge will be coming to her decision to the winner of the 2015 HSI Young Stock Championship.
Stage, has the judge ever changed his or her mind?
You can change it as a judge. You can change it right to the last hundredth of a second.
That'd be very disappointing.
These ponies aren't placed in a specific order at the moment,
Right.
so the handlers have no idea what's going through the judge's mind. But she literally could be undecided to the last second.
Don't like the idea of that not being a judge. Sounded easier at the start. Very good standards judges.
Oh, super. We're so lucky this year's show. We have world-renowned judges. As I say, Mrs. Filer, who's judging this championship tonight, prolific breeder. We have Simon Parker from England, whose wife, Sarah Chandler, is one of the top Mountain and Moorland producers. They also produce platters. They have successfully produced for myself with one of my homebred horses that they beautifully produced, who was second at the Horse of the Year show. We have Richard Mills, an esteemed hunter judge, and a host of leading Irish judges, Maria Ryan. I mean, the ultimate of the show.
And as well as that, you are being judged, and it's up to that person in the middle of the ring. And when you come in, you accept that person's
Oh,
judgment.
absolutely. And I mean, judging is a very objective game. I mean, it's, you know, everybody's opinion on the day. But again, I will go back to say this year at the 2015 Irish Pony Society Championships, we are incredibly lucky with the calibre and the esteem of judges that we have.
Excellent. So we have a good few nights of judging ahead of us.
We have indeed. And again, it's now getting down to the nail biting bit where the judge is selecting her placings with the stewards.
She looks as though she's finding it quite difficult to pick a winner. It's obviously because of the good standards.
The standard's
Yeah.
incredible in this
Yeah.
class. I mean, it could go any way. She'll be concentrating incredibly. I guess she's judging this going, I want the animal that I would want to take
Yes.
home to win.
Attention please, once the Gold Cup has been completed, could all competitors in class 192 please proceed to ring 3 immediately. After the Gold Cup, all competitors in class 192 please proceed to ring 3. Can competitors in the freestyle number 171 and 183 please report for the final, please? Number 171 and 183.
And I think our judge, Mrs. Anne Filer, has come to her decision, so we can just now wait the results.
So, Anne has made her decision, ladies and gentlemen. We have 9 ponies in the arena, and we will place them for 9th right through to 1st. Brian will be your marker. So in ninth position.
So here we go with the final results. In ninth place,
Dark Secret of Greenacres.
we have the young Hunter pony in ninth place. This pony is exhibited by the Greenacres Equestrian Centre in Donegal.
Brandon Juba.
In eighth place is Lady
In
Nesta
seventh position, number 312, Lambe Brand.
In seventh place, the first of the native ponies, Anne Grimes with her Section B.
In sixth position, number 302, Brandon Remichi.
And again, one of our young Hunter ponies being called forward.
Fifth position, number 313, Wyndham Peaches.
In fifth place, the young riding pony, Peter
Fourth
Burns
position.
Wyndham pony.
Number 305, Ravara Tiger Lily.
Next pull forward
So
is
that
the
leaves
Section A
three
pony,
ponies
belonging to Joanne and Trevor Harper of the Ravara
in the
stud.
lineup to be called forward. The first one of those to be called forward and filling the third
So
position.
now in third place, we
in the
have
Horse Sport Ireland Champion of Champions for 2015 is number 301, Golden Grove Skyfall.
we have Aidan Williams with the young Golden Grove pony.
So just two left.
So we've got two left. This is where it gets very
Will it be
nail-biting.
Golden Grove Secret Charm? Or will it be Ravara?
Clive.
This is where it gets really nerve-wracking
Ladies
for
and
the
gentlemen, your
exhibitors.
runner-up for 2015 is number 303, Golden Grove Secret Charm.
So we have the leading producer Sean Scallon in second place, and again the winner of the HSI final is Joanne Harper's Ravara pony, which again I must say I qualified for this final, so obviously I'm thrilled to bits with that result.
So well done.
Well, you must be pretty hot as a judge then, Clive.
Well, it's always easy when you've got quality ponies to do.
2015.
You must be very delighted then.
Very pleased. It was a nice pony on the day when I qualified it, and I thought it would do me pride in the final, which it certainly did.
And Sean did very well.
Sean did incredibly well. I mean, it was a close call first right down. I mean, this was a very exciting challenge.
I think I might have picked him as well. Clive.
I think he did.
I think I probably picked all of them, but in the end, I reckon that's him.
Well, as I've said, they're all champions in their own rights to get here.
The champion ribbons. Second position to John Deneen's Golden Grove Secret Charm, 2-year-old maiden. So the ladies filling the top two spots. This one by.
So again, a little bit of information on our winner, Ravara Jemima Puddleduck. She's a 3-year-old filly. She's by the sire Romney River Peter Rabbit out of Brookfield Sweetbriar. Again, the Brookfield stud, one of our leading Irish pony studs who have bred many, many, many champions over the years for Frank, Jean and Conor McCormick.
Owned and bred by Peter Byrne. Sixth, number 302, Brandon Remichi. Owned and bred by Rosie Fitzgerald. Seventh, Anne Grimes' Lambe Brian Baru. In eighth, Rosie Fitzgerald's Brandon Juba. And completing our prize winning lineup, Gillian Torrance' Dark Secret of Greenacres. So our champion will lead all the ponies up in the lap corner, and then our HSI champion of champions will have the arena to themselves. So away we go. Put your hands together gently. Maybe not put your hands together until the one pony is left in the arena. Our champion, Ramara Jemima Fatullah. Thank you, Dan, for judging that exceptional class of young ponies. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it all starts with the breeders. And well done to each and every one for showing these fine examples of Irish breeding. So away we go, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, your Horse Sport Ireland champion of champions. It's Ramara Jemima Fatullah, or Joanne Harper, this lovely 3-year-old bay filly. So next up is the Freestyle Championship. The arena is being marked out.